Something out there. I'm coming with you.
You can't.
I'm trying to protect you.
Protect me from what? It's time.
Hey, Jhane. Hey, Dan.
Hi.
Jhane, excuse me, but can I try some Comanche?
Let's try it. Go for it. Let's hope everyone tries it.
All right. Hamurawe ka nune niya sa Jamal.
Oh, very good. Very good. Ha, just like H-A, Marawe, because the R in Comanche is a D sound. Marawe.
Oh.
So you almost got it. Hi, Marawe.
Okay.
Nana Anitsa Jhane.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's good. Thank you. No, thank you. Look, would you ever imagine? Tell me how many interviews that you've done with two people of color that are speaking a language that hardly anyone knows.
Yeah. And I wonder, like, my first question is for both of you, how the collaboration goes when you have a story, you have lineage of Predator that has its own storyline, but now you're telling this story and weaving it into Native American Native culture. How do you work with the story and with the intricacies of the culture to bring like some of those things to life? Because I know, at least from reading about Comanches, like y'all like large dogs to carry some of the stuff of bison, and I see that there's a dog that's a major character in this story. Like how does that work with the interaction of story and culture?
Do you want me to do it, Dan? Or
Go ahead, Jhane. Go ahead. Yeah, you can start, Jhane. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so for me, because our Comanches were also a horse culture, which you need to, kind of remember, we were, one of the first native tribes to have horses on this continent, and we borrowed them. I say borrowed from the Spaniards. So that gave us a great mobility. And yes, before, that we did use dogs and, larger dogs to help carry things on travelway. But for me, it was amazing because you get to see the melding of, we know the Predator has his values or his, things that guide him. Then you have the Comanche people and we have Native core values that guide us. So that's kind of a unique melding, because if you kind of like dig a little bit and go into the subculture of Predator, you get to kind of see how these things warrant each other, right? Just beyond the story. So maybe you catch it the third time you watch it or the fourth time you watch it. So, to me, it's amazing.
Yeah.
A whitetail. Sorry. Maui. Nita.
Dan, for you, like I know that you directed the first episode of The Boys, which is taken off and become this great hit series, as well as a huge episode of Black Mirror Playtest. But this film, I know it's coming out on Hulu and it's a Fox product, but it feels like it's a big screen product. I mean, I know that pandemic changed a lot of things, but when creating this thing, do you feel like this is still something that you want people to experience on a big IMAX theater and see these big landscapes that you have and these shots that you have for this project?
Yeah, I mean, we never made it thinking, well, this is just for streaming, so we don't need to try as hard or whatever. It always, and there are thankfully some theatrical experiences that people can have with the movie. But no, we made it with, you know, the idea of it being on giant screens and giant sound and making sure that it was an impactful cinematic experience. And then, you know, the thing that's harder as a filmmaker to accept, but really exciting as a consumer, is I don't need to spend the money and go to the theater to see it, that you get to watch it at home as soon as it's released. But and that it's not a lesser product that's coming straight to your home, that it is a giant screen product that's being delivered to your door. But, you know, hopefully there will be some theatrical experiences for people to have with the movie as it continues on and just before it comes out.
Well, I really appreciate the blending of culture and story and this Predator, which I've loved forever, and I like the characters in this and the action, and it was really a very quality story. It didn't feel like it felt like it needed to be made, and I'm glad that you guys were behind it and gave it authenticity. Thanks for your time, and I hope we get to see more, because you got some great actors and characters in this that I like to see more from.
Awesome.
Thank you. Great to meet
Thank
you.